Good afternoon and welcome to a brand new season of the Keswick Ripple podcast. My name is Jim Lang. I'm the assistant to the president and CEO here at America's Keswick, and each week we want to bring you a testimony that we hope encourages your heart and life. One of the most dynamic parts of our program is that when a man or woman comes into one of our addiction recovery programs, they're radically changed by the gospel of Jesus Christ and then sent back out into their churches, their families, and communities, and God uses them in a mighty way. And so today I wanted to introduce you to Matt. Matt is a graduate of the Colony of Mercy. He is currently in our discipleship program, and so we're just so grateful, Matt, for you to coming and just sharing a little bit of your story. So why don't you start out by telling everyone kind of what your life looked like before coming to the Colony?
My life before the Colony of Mercy looked like, can I say hell?
Yeah.
Because it looked like absolute hell. I was relapsing for a year. Coronavirus did not aid in my recovery. I had 2 years sobriety prior to that, but just fell off the wagon. Churches shut down, recovery meetings shut down, and I just fell back on my fleshly coping mechanisms. And so I needed a new place to come, and thankfully the Colony of Mercy was here.
And so how did you hear about the Colony, and then what kind of was like the breaking point or the final straw of you actually applying and getting here?
So the breaking point came before hearing about the Colony. The breaking point was that I was not putting my money toward rent. I was putting it toward my meth addiction. Living with my brother, he couldn't stand dealing with me anymore, and I was breaking my girlfriend's heart. My girlfriend, Jasmine, goes to Calvary Chapel Old Bridge, and they do baptisms here. And so she let me know, hey, our church, they know about a recovery program. Would you be interested in moving from Texas to New Jersey and entering into that program? And so I did. I paid the $500, and here I am.
So you've been here a little over 4 months now. So what has God really been kind of pushing on your heart? What are some of the things that God has been teaching you during your time here?
The most important thing God has been reminding me is that His mercy really does endure forever. You know, after walking with Jesus for 2 years, I thought that relapsing again was going to make Him not really want to have anything to do with me, and shame started crippling me, and the Colony of Mercy has a program that really teaches me that through the Holy Spirit I can have a victorious life over sin in Jesus Christ. If I just trust that He's done the work, it is finished is what He said from the cross, I can follow Him and just remember that His mercy endures forever. Where sin abounds, grace abounds way more.
Awesome. So the Colony of Mercy it's a 4-month program, and then there's an additional 3-month discipleship that you can choose to enter into. And so you chose to stick around for another 3 months and enter into that discipleship program. What was your thinking behind choosing to stay for discipleship?
Originally, I did not want to stay for discipleship. I was going to do the 4 months and begin to live life again, but and through my prayer life and through talking to counselors, God really impressed upon my heart that I should stay. And it was a sacrifice, but in the first month so far, I've seen many rewards from it, and I know that it's going to prepare me to be more equipped to apply what I've learned. I get to do that with the guys in the Colony now. I get a little bit more responsibility, so I think I'm going to be more equipped to be a leader in God's church as I continue through the discipleship program.
So more than likely, there's probably someone who's watching this who's struggling with addiction. What would you say to them today?
I would say to you, there is hope. Your shame is not your story. Just because you've done bad things doesn't make you a bad person. Jesus died for us when we were His enemies. We didn't have to get it all cleaned up to come to Him first. So come to Him however you are now and trust that He and His family, the church, will love you and they will give you a home because they've done it for me.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Matt, for sharing a little bit of your story. We hope Matt's testimony was an encouragement to your heart and life. We want to ask you to join us next week, where it'll be a Recovery Unplugged podcast with Chaplain Juan Mendez, and he will be tackling the topic of embracing accountability. And so we'll see you then. Have a great day.